Then they're all out there and kissing and stuff like they was not in bed screwing with Kendall all night. Get out of my face.
Y'all, the internet went into meltdown mode after Kanye West began making explosive claims about the Kardashian family and their alleged connections to Jeffrey Epstein. Late-night posts, deleted screenshots, and cryptic voice clips suddenly appeared, with Kanye insisting he has been silenced for years. He hinted that hidden documents, secret meetings, and powerful names are all part of a bigger story that nobody wants made public. He did not present hard proof, but the intensity of his words had fans panicking and critics digging through old headlines, trying to connect dots from past interviews, leaked court papers, and viral rumors that never fully disappeared. Kanye repeatedly claimed that what he witnessed behind the scenes changed everything. He suggested that Hollywood elites protect one another, while the public only sees polished smiles and reality show drama. Within minutes, hashtags began trending, reaction videos flooded TikTok, and people started asking whether this was why Kanye had been warning about the Kardashians for years. Still, none of his statements have been confirmed, and there is no verified evidence linking the Kardashians to Epstein's crimes. Even so, the mystery, the unanswered questions, and Kanye's emotional delivery have fueled another wave of dark Hollywood speculation. Fans are divided, critics are outraged, and the silence from those involved is only amplifying the rumors. One thing is certain: when Kanye speaks like this, the internet listens, waiting for the next twist.
I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a—
Recognize this cabin right here that Kris Jenner's at? Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Good American on the outside. I've got Skims on the inside.
Wait, say that again?
I'm drinking 818 like crazy.
A sealed complaint buried within the Jeffrey Epstein archive reportedly mentions Kim Kardashian and her sisters alongside an accuser connected to Ghislaine Maxwell. Before examining the filings in detail, here is a brief summary of what the documents claim. The complaint alleges that Maxwell maintained close ties with the Kardashian family, and that the accuser believes her identity was used without consent, raising concerns about possible identity theft. It also repeats rumors suggesting that the accuser's eggs were taken and used in pregnancies, implying potential surrogacy or fertility abuse. However, the author acknowledges that only DNA evidence could substantiate such allegations. The filing further accuses the sisters of using the accuser's name and finances in business ventures and promotional deals. One section references a cosmetics transaction involving Kylie Jenner and a reported $600 million deal. There is also speculation about a separate theory involving Lou Taylor and funds once linked to Britney Spears, though no proof is presented. Additional claims reference identity disputes, concerns involving children, and alleged unusual interest in marriages and legal name changes. None of these allegations have been independently verified.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Kris, ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming.
The celebrity world survives on whispers. Rumors travel faster than facts. And sometimes a name is pulled into a storm before anyone even knows where it began. What started as harmless chatter about Lewis Hamilton, glamorous cameos, and tabloid buzz suddenly twisted into something far heavier. Buried inside a recent filing connected to the case of Ghislaine Maxwell, certain Kardashian names reportedly surfaced, not as confirmed evidence and not as proven involvement, but as allegations written by a complainant. That distinction matters. These are claims on paper, not verdicts in court. The document paints a troubling picture of someone who believes powerful social circles misused an identity, suggesting influence, proximity to fame, and even alleged encouragement of exploitation tied to a recognizable name. The narrative spirals into rumors about fertility struggles, high-level business arrangements, and cosmetic empires connected to staggering sums of money. No investigation has verified any of it. Even the filing itself acknowledges that proof would require testing, deep inquiry, and official confirmation. Still, the accuser alleges that her finances and identity were used to support ventures she never authorized, raising a chilling question. If someone truly believed their life was being rewritten by the rich and untouchable, how would they fight back? The filing also references celebrity memoirs, whispers of rivalry, personal obsession, and identity disputes, adding further chaos to an already tangled story. What fuels the online frenzy is Maxwell's history of moving within elite social circles. Yet a name appearing in a report is not proof of guilt. Mentions of surrogacy rumors, DNA speculation, and beauty brand transactions are enough to ignite the internet. Until authorities confirm anything, these remain unproven claims wrapped in mystery, controversy, and unanswered questions.
Grandmother that signed for the daughter to do this tape has the rights to the names and the likeness of my black children. That's who we're dealing with.
Jeff Bezos hosted at his $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. The theme was a play on James Bond's 007. Inside the party, you could find all the billionaires, including Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Prince Harry, and Meghan.
If any of these claims were ever verified, the fallout would be catastrophic. The conversation would shift from gossip to something that sounds almost criminal in scale. Having Kylie Jenner's name pulled into allegations like this is not tabloid fluff. It is the kind of accusation that could damage reputations overnight. Then the situation grows even stranger. Why would Kim Kardashian be mentioned in connection with identity disputes? Why would Khloe Kardashian or Kendall Jenner allegedly have any interest in the private marriages of a complainant? That aspect feels almost surreal, like puzzle pieces forced together without a clear fit. The filing drifts into darker territory: pregnancy-related identity fraud, whispers of surrogacy, and accusations that do not seem to make sense on the surface. The central question lingers: what would anyone involved possibly gain? The narrative expands as more names reportedly surface. Lou Taylor is mentioned, and when her name enters the discussion, speculation quickly widens. Soon, even Sean Combs is referenced in online conversations. Once talk turns to managers, handlers, and elite networks operating behind the scenes, the story stops sounding like celebrity drama and starts resembling something prosecutors might examine. Some commentators have even described it as the blueprint for a RICO-style case, an organized scheme people only whisper about until it is too late. Yet another unsettling detail remains. The complaint itself appears disorganized, with noticeable spelling and grammatical errors. If legal professionals were deeply involved, why does it read as rushed or unstable? That inconsistency raises doubts, but it also fuels suspicion. The Kardashian empire is associated with enormous wealth, hundreds of millions, even billion-dollar valuations. When allegations of fraud, identity misuse, and financial exploitation begin to circulate around such power, people do not simply scroll past.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard, you.
Courtney always says North is my lesson on this planet.
What does that mean? She's your lesson.
It means that I'm supposed to learn even more patience.
She did not just walk away from him. She left with a warning. To the public, their divorce appeared to be another celebrity ending. A clean split, a polished press release, and a few carefully staged smiles for the cameras. Behind closed doors, however, something far more serious seemed to be unfolding. Within the past 48 hours, insiders have claimed that the ex-husband has been preparing something more consequential than a custody dispute. A sworn statement. Not about betrayal or romance, but about what he alleges she knew and the individuals he claims she was connected to. The whispers are no longer confined to tabloid blogs. They are now circulating through legal filings, sealed motions, and sudden digital disappearances that feel anything but accidental. On Tuesday, court documents quietly referenced an unusually modest support arrangement, a figure so unexpected that it immediately raised questions among attorneys following the case. At the same time, federal agencies acknowledge that they have released only a tiny fraction of files tied to one of the most closely guarded investigations in modern history, reportedly less than 1%. Sources familiar with the matter suggest that the unreleased material includes repeated references to a powerful female intermediary, someone with access not only to elite social circles, but also to private gatherings where influence functioned like currency. What makes the situation unsettling is not merely the allegation, it is the timing. A sudden social media unfollow months ago, a reportedly rushed agreement negotiated behind closed doors, and sections of legal paperwork that allegedly disappeared before becoming public have all intensified speculation. According to one paralegal who reviewed early drafts, the deeper concern is not what has been alleged but what might eventually be demanded as proof, and who may already be working to ensure certain documents never see daylight. The filings themselves appear routine: shared custody, asset division, structured payments. Yet the timeline surrounding them feels explosive. They were submitted just days after a federal letter admitted that millions of pages of evidence remain unpublished, using vague language about future releases without specifying when they will occur. Some veteran legal observers describe that ambiguity as unusual. A few believe the delay may have less to do with protecting victims and more to do with allowing powerful figures time to prepare. The first indication that this was no ordinary separation came when the ex-husband's legal team requested not only custody rights, but also the authority to question witnesses connected to business dealings spanning several years. Years that overlap with private gatherings long rumored within elite circles. The motion names no one directly. Instead, it uses broad language capable of encompassing executives, associates, and third-party intermediaries who may fall under federal scrutiny. Soon after, a wave of digital erasure reportedly began. Archived posts vanished, photos and captions disappeared, and years of public history were wiped clean. To some observers, it resembled less of a routine rebrand and more of a crisis response. Now, the silence feels louder than any public statement. No controlled narratives, no strategic leaks, just a tense quiet as the legal filings grow sharper and more assertive. A recently surfaced footnote references a sealed deposition from a former employee who allegedly described private conversations about financial arrangements involving names tied to the broader investigation. The individual's identity remains concealed, but the job title matches that of an executive who left the company abruptly years ago and has not spoken publicly since. Meanwhile, federal agencies confirm that nearly 2 million pages of material, including audiovisual evidence from properties connected to the case, remain unreleased.
I have to finish the sentence. It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. 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 I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
The most revealing aspect of any legal battle is often what never appears on the page. In cases like this, omission can be a strategy. The motions reference third-party associates, vague connections, and unnamed circles, yet certain names are never spoken aloud. Legal analysts suggest this is intentional. Rather than making a direct accusation, attorneys construct a framework, one that places the opposing side in a difficult position, where even a denial carries risk. What is unfolding now is not a forceful rebuttal, but a notable silence. There are no emphatic statements, no detailed clarifications, only removals. The public conversation has shifted away from whether a connection exists and toward a more unsettling question. What exactly is being avoided and why? This pattern does not align with the typical celebrity crisis management playbook. In most high-profile controversies, responses are swift, strong denials, carefully managed media narratives, and coordinated efforts to regain control of the story. Here, however, the behavior appears different. There is a pause, a sense of waiting, as though those involved recognize that the full story has yet to surface. At this point, the focus changes. The issue is no longer about what one individual claims to know. It is about what others have allegedly warned should never be spoken publicly. The structured payments, the quiet agreements, and the precise legal language do not feel like closure. Instead, they resemble positioning, not an ending, but preparation for what may come next. The true stakes may not lie within the visible court documents, but in the possibility that sealed materials could eventually become public. If the cautious language used by federal agencies is any indication, that moment could arrive sooner than anticipated. What is becoming increasingly clear is that this situation may never have been solely about a relationship.